the Photo Sisters. And today we are out on our location again, and we're going to show you how to do photographs in some harsh sunlight. Smack dab in the middle of the Arizona desert. Alright, enjoy.
Thanks. Okay, so the sun is really bright right now, so I'm going to shoot at ISO 100. And I'm probably going to start my aperture around f2.0, just kind of see how that goes and then adjust my settings accordingly. Since the sun is pretty high,
we have an enthusiastic couple behind us.
Yes, I love them.
We can see you guys.
I might need to adjust my aperture by closing it down a little bit since it is so bright. I might need to adjust it to f2.8 or something along those lines, but I'm going to start around f2.0. I'm using my 35mm lens
and a 50.
And since the sun is so high, we're going to try to get shade. So right now we're going to start by this little bush because that's going to give us just a little bit of diffusing from the light so that they're not in complete sun. And again, we're going to be shooting in towards the sun because if they were to face the sun right now, there would be really bad shadows across their face and they would probably be squinting. So we don't want any squinting or really harsh shadows. And that's probably why the video quality isn't very great right now because the lighting is so harsh. But hopefully we're going to manipulate that with our settings here. So here we go! Right now I'm just kind of adjusting the settings on my camera and kind of looking towards the light to assess the areas that I want them to stand. And I'm going to move them deep into that bush and kind of shoot parallel to the sun. I know we just told you to shoot into the sun, but you might not necessarily need to shoot straight into the sun. You just have to kind of play with different sides and angles in order to get the most flattering lighting without shades or squinting. And right now I'm just directing them to kind of give each other bear hugs and be really cute because Allie and Ted are really cute together. When you see the finalized photo result of the photo that I'm about to take, you'll notice that it's really bright and the sky is completely blown out. If you wanted to maintain detail in the sky, you would need to use a flash to fill some of the light. So you can see that it's really nice and flattering, but it is bright. Right now I'm moving on just to take a quick shot of their shoes. I know that it seems kind of pointless, but it's those really cute details that I think are important to capture. Like almost back to back, but not really. Yep, and then get real close. Yeah, love it. And Allie, I want you to kind of like rest your head. And you're gonna kind of lean your head in.
And Lizzie, what are your settings at right now?
Right now, I'm at...
She doesn't know.
I don't know. I'm at ISO 100 f2.0 and my shutter speed is at 1/1000th of a second. Pretty high.
And right now we are 2.5 hours away from sunset to just give you an idea of what kind of light we're actually working with. Should we show our watchers how to do a rattlesnake test?
Yep. This is essential in the desert, just so you know.
This is a rattlesnake test. If you don't hear any shaky, we're good.
Okay, we're good. Real quick here, notice how these bushes provide just a little bit of shade, which is going to help us diffuse the lighting. And I'm going to take a few with my 50 1.2L lens. So right now we're just going to walk around looking for the next location to take photos at, and this is something that I do during every photo shoot. And as we're walking around, I'm just looking for the places that have the best lighting. So right now, since the sun is still high, I'm looking for an area that has a lot of shade, and I can see over in the trees on the right there's a lot of shade that we can use, and hopefully you guys will be able to see the difference in the photos here that have areas with a lot more shade. We have this really big tree behind us, and so that will give us some really good shade to diffuse the light and make it a little bit easier to shoot with the sun so high. So right now I'm directing them to stand behind this little shrub that's in front of the tree, and this is just going to add some additional colors and textures into the photo that I think will make it interesting. I'm still using my 50mm lens, and I'm shooting at f2.0 and my ISO is at 100, and I'm just going to direct them to kind of just interact with each other and have fun, and that will give us some really great photos. And here I'm using my hand to block out the sun rays so that I can focus correctly and also make sure that my photo isn't washed out from the sun. I just wanted to say that I was totally blown away from their dancing skills, and I'm pretty sure that we should all ask them for their autograph because they're really cool. So right after Allie did a piggyback, I noticed that the sun was too bright where they were standing, so I just directed them to move over to the side so that we could go back into the shade from the tree so that we could get better lighting in the photo.
Hello. You looking for your friends?